Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to more Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. Last time, what did we do? We did the first part of the trial. We tried to prove that Acro was the murderer. But now, we need some efficient proof to prove that he is the murderer. So, that's, it's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it. I think we're good, guys. Like, being honest, we're pretty much the best attorney of all time. We've never lost. Not even once. Not even once. We've cut it really close, but I mean, we're still here. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. I'm definitely not stalling so that I can post the thing on Twitter and go back here. I'm definitely not stalling. Okay, cool. Wait. Live chat. Cool. Continue. Let's get into the news. No. I think I made that joke like 30 times already. It's like, Zach, okay, we get it. I don't watch Keemstar, in case you're wondering. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus. Unbelievable. Oh. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. My. He's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it. Cough. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective. I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little? Got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho! Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence, you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. The results of our investigation. You can look at it later. Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up till now has gone according to our plan. Well, Karma looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me. Got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home. You're not even gonna watch our trial? Wow. What did he mean by that last part? The very last instant part. Everything he said seems pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. Huh? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it before it spoils. Entire dairy's worth of milk. For me? What? That's strange, but okay. Alright. The court is now in session. Shall we continue with our proceedings? Ms. Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with the testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Well... Witness testimony. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster, and that was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. Huh. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
Whew, alright. What up, Splatling? I don't see anything immediately, so I guess we'll just press a little bit.
We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4. My parents were very, very cruel, weren't they?
This is Phoenix Wright, Justice for All.
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Very Big Circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow!
There's no crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
Whoa. How would you describe your relationship with the Ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the Ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
Truth comes out, because that's what I wanted to title it. What a beautiful story.
That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. This is the last part of Chapter 3, so the truth is gonna come out.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know. He seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long you been?
Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the Ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape.
Oh, thanks for subscribing, dude.
That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. How crazy would that be? It just turns out the judge is Acro's father. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We're like, what? Did you ever have any trouble with the Ringmaster?
Eh. Streams are for fun. I don't really care if people watch or not.
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I can see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Wait, did I get it? Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. And our time's up. Okay, that's nice.
I think that'll be enough for now. Wondering whether or not this witness would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that is pretty much unlikely.
I do have a Nintendo Switch, yes. I played Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey on the channel. Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
Ah, okay, this is definitely a save moment because it's probably going to be one of those instances where, like, you're wrong either way. Or something. I don't know. Slot 7. That works. Of course I can! Now that I've come this far, there's no way I can answer, no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Very well then, please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster.
Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive.
There's a couple I want to try, but I don't know if any of them are right. I also want to make another save. Slot 5. That works. I don't know what to try first. I'll just try this one. Let me just go over this one more time. Okay, alright. That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? Okay. I was trying to say a person. Okay. What are you supposed to learn? You just won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch, biggest failure in court? That stings. For recognition of your honor, let me show you with my special prize. So now, what do you do, Mr. Wright? I prefer you hurry up and prove something. Okay. So we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. It was slot 5, right? Cool! Nope, okay. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to answer no on this one. Don't hit that, Zach, for the love of God. Slot 5. I doubt it, but nope, maybe? Nope, okay. I don't know. I'm just trying a whole bunch of stuff. Also, wooden box, small seasoning bottle, Grand Prix, scarf. Maybe. Yeah, I might play Xenoblade, I don't know. Bat, maybe? Okay, okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to answer this yet or something, I don't know. Let's try this again. Slot 5. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this yet. Okay, maybe. No, okay. You know what? I don't want to spend 70 million hours doing this, you know? So let's just look this up real quick. Yes, I've heard of Xenoblade. I've never played any of them. The most I know about Xenoblade is from Smash Bros. Okay. I don't have my phone on me. I usually have like a guide with me in case I ever get stuck like this, but of course the one day my phone dies is the day I'm like, oh, what do I do? Okay, Phoenix Wright. Justice for all. Oh, sweet. Okay, walkthrough. Here we go. This is chapter 3, trial something. Also, that is like impossible to read. So let's try this again. Phoenix. Why am I putting the name in? Just put Justice for All, Zach. God. Or. Strategy wiki. That's what I wanted. Of course, IGN came up first because, of course, it did. Why is IGN a thing? It just sucks. It just does. IMO. Okay, trial. Come on. Oh, okay. Of course. Of course. Of course you have to say I can't provide one, because that makes perfect sense. I can't provide one. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? Okay, you're leaving now. Peace, dude. Peace, Splatling. That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things. Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russell Berry.
What?
Order! Order! Police, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill somebody else?
Yeah, and I know exactly who.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
Oh, he's getting angry.
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, "You're wrong." That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough. That's right. Allow me to... Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself, huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
The murder note, I think. But I'm gonna save anyways because it might be Leon. I don't know, let's see. Let's do slot 6, because why not? Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the Ringmaster, read the note? That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here. Hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, alright. Well then, if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The Ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Oh God. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that alluded to in this note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
Slot 4.
I think it's the scarf. It has pepper on it. I didn't read that, but I read it on the guide by accident. I just saw that, so I think it's this. Well, this is it?
Well, I kind of figured they'd try and get rid of evidence I did. Oh.
Well, from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home, on your own time.
That's... okay. Or not. It's slot 4, right?
Yeah. Okay. Conclusive evidence is... this. Achoo! Achoo, 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 achoo. Achoo, achoo.
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
Wasn't it that? What's this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They won't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
It was more than that.
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat.
Because of the scarf, isn't it? I'm gonna save over slot 5, because why not? That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina.
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it in as much pepper as she could.
Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of figuring a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of him smiling. However, Lion sneeze. Leon didn't plan on fighting Bat at all. Oh my... Are you kidding? Oh... In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Oh my god. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf. What? You fool! I feel like that was a Dragon Ball reference. You've got to be kidding me. Nothing to say? What's the matter with Von Karma? I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really plan to say that this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats his accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro, you can't mean, witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, fortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What will that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon. The bust that the defense claimed would be used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. You know what? This doesn't take health away anyways. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. Huh. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. You mean? Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. Well, what did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. See, Mr. Wright? Bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the church by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly into the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them? Mr. Wright, no offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the Ringmaster. I think you should remember that. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Seems that this case was coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Please don't tell me that just gave me a game over. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so upset. Thank you for your support. Now, if you please excuse me, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Oh my god, I might... Hold it!
Maya?
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and just bit my tongue.
Huh?
What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Is he talking to me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic.
There's no room for a false step.
Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
Okay. We'll do slot 4.
I don't know why, but when I saw this, something in my eyes just lit up. They were like... It might be completely wrong, but I'm gonna try it. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obvious.
Allow me to pinpoint the location of this bust once and for all.
Judge's bench. Prosecutor's bench. The witness chair, I think. We're gonna go slot 10, because why not?
Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
Oh my god, was I right? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it.
You're joking me.
I just want to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me it'd be real easy to say, hide a bust under there.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it, in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again, could you please remove the blanket from the wheelchair?
Oh, well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
Yeah, boys, let's go. You got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them?
Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Reginald always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her.
I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. I failed. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It doesn't matter now, though. It seems as if we've arrived at the truth. Acro, Yes, I'm getting my voices. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Why do I keep forgetting his voice?
Acro.
Aww. He doesn't even seem like a bad guy. He was just... All my brother did was want Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper. I know she didn't want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely. And she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decide to do something about Regina.
What do you mean by that?
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Huh. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Man, this one's sad. I don't like it.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty.
Woo!
We did it! Yeah! This court is adjourned. Oh boy, that was a bumpy ride. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Congratulations, Mr. Max.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room? Just thinking about Acro. No. You worry about people too much and they'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh?
Aw, Regina, that's really sad. I'm not gonna do that though.
She's been like this for a while now.
I'm not even gonna try and do that. Oh. Oh, okay.
Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
That's true. Then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
Acro said that all the time to you, so I thought it worked for me too.
Some evidence that he's not gonna... I don't know. What do you have to say about it, Mr. Walkthrough? I'm actually not entirely sure. Not guilty. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what I thought. It's this.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Bat, That's right. Regina, he's still alive, you know. He is, huh? Now that Acro's been caught. Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes, until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. Sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So, whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do to me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he?
Oh, I probably shouldn't turn the iPad off. That was silly.
Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh. Amazing. Yay, I can't wait.
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the Berry Big Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo. Mo's right. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. Can't wait to go see the best circus the world's ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order a special whoopee cushion. I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats.
Okay, Mo, it wasn't that funny. You can chill out. Is that how it ends? Uh-oh. I see. What made the case?
Just like you thought. Yesterday's search really paid off, sir.
Please be Edgeworth.
Yeah, it all figured out yesterday, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was a defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
Come on! Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Acro. Once I get back, I'll make a stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office.
Yeah, boys! Edgeworth! Yes, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let's go! Oh my god, you guys don't know how long I've been waiting for that. Well, you've been waiting with me. Ah, finally! Oh my god. Seriously, that... Oh, he's finally back. Yes, he was my favorite character in the first game, if you couldn't tell. Oh, Edgeworth, yes! Farewell, my turnabout. No, this one. Alright, let's change this for next time, because now, Chapter 4. Oh, yes, I'm so happy that Edgeworth is finally back. But we're gonna have to wait until next time to see the conclusion. Well, yeah, the conclusion of this game, but I mean, it's just the final chapter. And I think this final chapter is gonna have 8 episodes, if I'm doing correct. 'Cause I believe what I read is that investigations are now 2-parters, so 2 investigations, 2 trials, 2 investigations, and then for the final trial, I'm just gonna do both trials together because, you know, finale, I like to try and make it finale-esque. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I know episode 3 has been a bit of a slower episode, and I know some people haven't watched it because they think episode 3 was very not important, I guess. But I'm sure Chapter 4 people are going to be excited for because Edgeworth returns. But, yeah, I'm super excited to get back into it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with a new Yakuza. Peace out!